guys, Learning with Rich here. In this quick video, we are going to learn how to create room finishes schedule. Alright, so we will be doing it start from scratch so that you'll be able to follow the exercise. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to create a new project. For this one, I'm just going to use an architectural project. So I'm gonna browse it because I don't have the default metric, so I'll be using default metric template. So this is the template for architectural, so I'm going to select open to use that template and make sure create new project is selected. Alright, so I select here OK. And now for this one, I need to create first the model. Alright, just a quick one, so I'm just going to use a wall. And then I'll just use a rectangle for this one. Okay, so I'll just make up the size of the building. So that's the one, and then I'll just create another wall here, just like that. And then I'm just going to, oops, I'll just trim this just to close the corner. And then let me just create some partition here. So I'll be creating this same type of wall, and then I'll just create one here and then trim it. Okay, so I'm just going to create some partition here. Alright, and there you go. And then let us put some doors here. So I go to the architecture, I select door, and then I'll just select any type of door here. I only have one type of door, so I'll just use, let's say this one. I'll just put one here, one here, okay, one here. Okay, so it doesn't need to be exact since this is just some makeup building. Okay, so let me just put another type of door. So I'm gonna load one. So I'll use a double glass. Open. And then I'll just select here OK. Alright, and then I'm gonna put one here. And then I'm gonna put one here. There you go. And then in the 3D view, so this is now how it looks like. So I'm just going to select all my walls here and then filter it. I only want there the walls, okay? Because I want my walls to be up to level 2. So I change the top constraint up to level 2. Okay, so this is now the model how it looks like. Now if you want to create a room finishes schedule, so the next thing that we are going to create is schedule. Okay, so this is an exercise for schedule. So I'm going to right click the schedules and then select new schedule quantities. Right, and then we'll be looking for rooms. So there's the rooms. So maybe for the name you can put here room finishes schedule, and then schedule building components, new construction pace, and then I'll select here OK. Right, now for the fields that we are going to show on our schedule, so I'm gonna needing the number, name, what else? The finishes. So I'm going to select the base finish, ceiling finish, floor finish, what else? Wall finish. I think that's good. Base, ceiling, floor, wall finishes. And then I also want to include the area. And then if I want to put a comment, I'm going to put the comment as well. And then I needed the level so that I can filter it by level. Right, now the next one is on the filter. So I only want to create the room finishes schedule on level 1. So I'm going to filter it by level. That is equal to level 1, so that's good. And then sort, I'm going to sort it by number. Okay, and then I want that itemized every instance. Now for the format, maybe for this one I'll just put base, deleting the word finishes, because later I'm going to group that on my schedule. And then for the level, I do not want to show the level, so I'm going to hide that field. Okay, for the appearance, I'm not gonna touch this one, as well as the embedded schedule, so I just select OK. Right, so this is now the room finishes schedule. So as you can see there, it's empty because we don't have room yet placed on our model, right? So, but for this one, let me just group the finishes. Okay, so let me group the finishes here, like the base, ceiling, floor. Okay, so I'm going to select all these finishes, and then there's an option here to group. There you go, and then I can put the name here. Let's say finishes. All right. Okay, so now the next thing that we are going to do is let's go back to level 1 because we need to place a room here. Okay, so to place a room, you need to go to the architecture, and then you need to go to the room. Okay, so you can click that, and then you can select here the type of the room, that room tag that you want to place. So let's say I want to use the room tag with area. I'm going to select that. Okay, so as you can see, it's also showing the room as well as the area. Now, instead of picking one by one, so what I'm just going to do is I'm going to select place rooms automatically. Okay, so the upper limit is level 1, or maybe I just select level 2, and then the offset is 0. So that means my room will gonna start on my current level, which is level 1, and then it will finish up to level 2 without an offset distance. So the tag is horizontal without a leader, and then new room. Okay, so I can select place rooms automatically, or like what I've said, you can also click it one by one, but I'm just going to place it automatically, and there you go. So it's now 7 rooms created automatically. So I'm just going to select close, and there you go. Now we are going to put some name here. Okay, so let's say for this one, this is my corridor. Okay, so I'll say this one is reception. Let's say this is admin. Okay, so let's say this is, oh, you can also drag the name. You can put it here. Okay, you can also change this, let's say, to cafeteria. Oops. Okay, so cafeteria, let's say this is my training room. This is what? Copy room. Say this is the president or whatever. Okay, there you go. Okay, so after you place now the rooms, so the next thing that you can now do is check out your schedule, and it's done. Just go to the schedule. Okay, room finishes, and there you go. Okay, so you can change the name here as well, and then the room number. So let's say I'm on level 1, so I'm just going to make this 101. This is 102, 103, 104, 105, and 106. You can actually create a script here using Dynamo, so that it can automate the names and then the numbering. And there you go. So this is how you create your room finishes schedule. And then you can now put here what is the finishes for the base, what is the finishes for the ceiling, and then what is the finishes for floor, and then for the wall. Okay, so you can now put this information. Okay, if you go to the floor plan again, if you select the room like this one, you can actually select here as well, or and place the base finish, ceiling finish, wall finish, and then the floor finish. And then you can put also the comment here aside from going here on the schedule. Okay, so any changes that you made here, it will affect also the properties, okay, on the floor plan. Okay, now if you want to place here, let's say for example your uh, room legend, if you want to add a color fill legend, okay, you want to colorize this, so maybe what you can do is you need to rename this one first. So let's say this is my room legend, okay, and then this one you can make this level 1 room finishes, okay, and also notice that the level here is already hidden. Okay, we didn't remove the level from the fields here, the level, because we need that information so that we can filter out our schedule. Okay, so what we just did is we just hide our level hidden field so that it's not showing here on my schedule. So there's no level here and then level 1, level 1, level 1. Okay, because we already put it on level 1, or we already place it on the schedule name, which is level 1. Right, so now if you want to make it colorized, so let's say you want to make this a room legend, okay, so what I'm gonna do is, so let's say I'm going to hide, or I'm going to delete all the tags. Okay, so I'm gonna filter that, select all the tags, and then I'll just delete that. Okay, so by the way, the warning that just popped up a second ago, it's just telling me that you only deleted the tag, but you didn't delete the room itself. Okay, so if you want to delete the room, you need to go to the schedule and then delete from there. But anyway, we do not want that to be deleted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a color scheme here. So from the architecture, room, and area, so you can click color schemes. Okay, and then from here you can click the drop down, select the rooms, and then you can specify the name here, okay, the title, and then you can change the color here, right? So you can click that, then you can just change it. You can make it based on the name, or you can select based on the area, so it's up to you. Okay, so you can select that, and then let's say I want to put an area, so I select your OK. Okay, so after you create that color scheme legend, so what you need to do is go to the properties and then go to the color scheme here, this one, color scheme, look for rooms, select name, and there you go. Then just select OK to apply that here. Okay, so if you want to put the legend, so let's try to go to the analyze, and then the color fill legend. Okay, you go to analyze tab, color fill legend, and then you may want to place it somewhere here. There you go. Okay, so if you want to put all the tags, so instead of tagging it one by one using tag by category, what you can do is from the annotate, you can select tag all, and then look for the rooms tag. Okay, I just want the room tag, let's say with volume, so I select room tag with volume, check that one, and then OK. There you go. So the volume is not computed, so I don't think it's a good idea, so let me just undo that. So I'll just tag using just the tag name, room tag. Okay, OK, and there you go. All right. So basically, that's how you create your room finishes schedule. So like what I've said, you can now put it here manually. Okay. And also that's how you create your color scheme for your rooms and then place the legend. Okay. So hopefully you learned something from this video. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can put it on the comment section below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.